Okay, so today is day one. As you can see, I'm still using the walker. I can get around without it, but I'm not taking that chance because the surgery just happened yesterday. My surgeon had said that before the surgery, he said that the second knee replacement is normally more painful than the first. Doesn't know if that's a mental thing or why, but I tend to agree with him because the first surgery on my left knee, I felt no pain at all. I didn't feel anything for probably about 72 hours. This one here, I already have some pain. I don't know, maybe it's the anesthesiologist didn't do as good on the nerve block, whatever the reason. But this time it's different. Different knee, different amount of damage done. Maybe you had to do a little more, something different, I don't know. But the pain that I'm getting is in the back side of my knee. I also think it might be that when they do the knee replacement, they realign your legs. So normally when your knees start going, they start twisting inward or outward. And when they do the knee replacement, everything is brought back into line. So it might just be strain on the musculature that's been kind of out of place or out of shape for so long. So today was the first day of therapy. The therapist, I get 8 sessions after my surgery. So they're doing one today, tomorrow, and Friday, 3 days in a row. Then I get, I don't get a break. I still do the exercises when they're not here. But then I have 3 sessions Monday, Wednesday, Friday the following week, next week. And then I have 2 sessions the following week, with the last session being on my follow-up day where I get the bandage removed. So just like last time, same company, same exercises. You don't want to overdo the exercises with the nerve block on because you feel better. You might feel really good, so you overdo it. And then when that nerve block wears off, you're going to be in a heck of a lot more pain than you could have been. So this isn't a race, okay? This isn't a race. Yes, you don't want to develop scar tissue. You want to get your range of motion back as soon as possible, especially critically in the first 2 weeks, but you don't want to overdo it. Do them throughout the day. Don't do some big marathon session where you're going to cause more swelling and you're going to set yourself back. So it's not a race. So today I'm just doing those couple of exercises, the locking out my knee, which range of motion on this knee is also better than the first one. The first one, I couldn't even lock out my knee probably for the first week where it was actually straight. I'm already able to put my leg straight right after surgery. And I'm bending it at almost 90 degrees right after surgery. I was at 83 degrees today. So totally different outcomes so far. Two totally different experiences, knee to knee. Don't think that my journey is going to be exactly like yours. I'm just sharing what I'm going through so you have some kind of idea. Hey guys, Kevin here, and this is officially day 3 post surgery on my right knee, total knee replacement. This time around, it is much more painful. I don't know what went on during the surgery, but this one is a little more painful. The whole upper thigh, all the quads are pretty much banged up and bruised and sore. The knee itself is sore. It's not as numb as it was the first time, so maybe it was just the difficulties they had doing this knee, or possibly, maybe the anesthesiologist didn't do as good of a job with the nerve block, whatever. But these first 3 days have been really rough, pain-wise. So my pain level constantly pretty much has been a 7, sometimes almost an 8. Sleep-wise, not too hot, waking up at 3 a.m., slight constipation issue, like you need to hear that. But overall, I know that this is going to get better, and it will, guaranteed. My protocol afterwards, immediately it felt just like my last one. I had surgery on Tuesday morning. I had to be there at 6 a.m., got home somewhere around 10 a.m., and the very next morning home therapy came. So I had home therapy on Wednesday, Thursday, and this morning, taking me through the exercises. And then next week I'll have them Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And then the following week I'll have them Monday and Wednesday. And on that Wednesday is my follow-up, where I'll have the bandage removed and I'll be at my 2-week follow-up. So critical is that you put in the effort to do the exercises. They hurt, it sucks, but you have to do them. And this time around is much more painful, like I said, and it sucks a lot worse, but I'm still doing them. The only difference is the first time around I did them 3 times a day, 7 days a week. For now, until this pain subsides some, I'm doing them twice a day, 7 times a week. So this morning and yesterday, the therapist showed up around 10 a.m., did the whole workout then, and then I'm doing them again around 3 or 4, and that's it for the day. The rest of the day, icing, elevation, and controlling the pain with the meds. Let me go ahead and show you guys the exercises that they have me doing and what I have to do for rehab of my knee week 1. Very first exercise, I like using this foam roller. You can also use a rolled up towel if you'd rather do it that way. But this goes under the foot, under the ankle. And this is how you should be resting your knee anyway. You shouldn't be resting your knee with anything under your calf, under your knee. You should have it resting like this so that your knee has to straighten out. Getting your knee straight is critical. So you want to have your knee rested just like this. Okay, from here, the first exercise always start out with is pushing down, making sure the toes are pulled back, pushing down with the knee downward, and I'm trying to touch the back of my knee to the top of the bed. And then I hold each one with a 5 count. So it'd be 1001, 1002, 3, 4, 1, relax. And then again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, relax. And do this 10 times. Every exercise is done 3 sets, 10 reps with a 5-second hold. After this one, this rolls up. We roll this up to under the knee, where I just said not to put it. It's going to sit under the knee, or same thing with the towel. And from here, you're going to straighten your leg out and hold for a 5 count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and down. And lower it. This is like a short leg extension. Your knee is supported, the back of your knee, with a foam roller or a rolled up towel, and you're going to pull your feet back, your foot back, your toes up, and you're going to raise that leg up and straighten it and hold it locked out, making your quads fire. And hold it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and down. The third exercise they have me do is heel slides. From here, I'm slowly pulling my heel up as far as it'll go. Okay, and I hold it and then let it back down. And once you do the exercises where you're locking out, this one's going to be tough at first. It's going to tighten up because you're moving it in a different way and stretching it. So instead of contracting, now you're trying to stretch. So the first couple are going to be rough, and you just slide it straight back, hold, and then straighten it back out. Once you've hit day 3, after day 3, you can bend, according to my surgeon. After day 3, you can bend it as far as it'll go. So I'll take a belt or a strap and put it around my foot, and I'll assist. I will bend it up as far as it'll go on its own. And then I'll pull it just a little bit more. Just gently, encouraging it a little more, hold it, and then let it back down. And again, pull it back up. Get a good stretch, hold it, and let it back down. So those are basically the first 3 exercises that we're starting with week 1, and they're being done in bed. There's a couple more, but we're going to do them, they're kind of repetitive, but we're going to do them out sitting in a chair. All right, these are the last 2 exercises that we do during week 1. Again, this one is going to be a leg extension, just like we did on the bed, laying down with a roller or the towel under the knee. This one's going to be at the chair, raising that up, keeping your toes straight, holding it for a count of 5, and then lowering it back down. Some of these are going to be harder than others. This one is one of the toughest ones for me this go around. But like I said, just take your time, tough through it. It's got to be done. It's got to be done. I had a guy that walks in front of our house last week, and he was walking with his wife with a walker, and asked him, did he have knee replacement surgery? And he said, yeah, on both knees. He insisted that the doctor did surgery on both his knees at the same time, which is a little crazy. But he went on to say that he did not listen to what the doctor told him to do. So 6 years later, he's walking with a walker like I'm walking today. 6 years later, because he didn't put in the work. At that point, why even get the surgery? If you put in the work and you put in the effort, you're gonna get your knees back, guaranteed. But you've got to do it. It's painful, it sucks, I know, but you've got to do it, and it does get easier. The first 5 days are the worst as far as pain. If you do the exercises, it's going to start strengthening and loosening those things up and breaking up the scar tissue. It's going to make some of that fluid and the blood that's in those muscles pump its way out, and you know, it's going to start feeling better. It's going to start improving, but you've got to do the work. You're just going to pump it up and down without the hold. You're just going to go the last set, just do 1 set, maybe 2, depending on how it feels, of just pumping it up and back. Okay? The last exercise is another heel slide, but you're doing it with your foot on the floor. So on this one, it's better to use a firm chair instead of an armchair or something that you sink into. You're going to scoot up to the edge of the chair with your foot flat, your leg extended out, and all you're going to do is pull that knee back as far as it'll go. The goal here is hitting 90 degrees within the first 2 weeks. By the time you go for your first follow-up, you should be able to straighten your leg out straight, and you should be able to pull it back so that you reach 90 degrees. Okay? So today, I started out my first day of therapy, I hit 83 degrees. Today I hit 93 with a little of assistance. The more you do it, these exercises, it starts to loosen up. And then at the very end, I would put it and use my other foot, cross it over, and just gently pull it that extra inch or so, and then hold it. Again, these are best to hold, because once you get it in that stretched position, it's like stretching. Hold it for a 5 count, and then slowly let it back out. Okay? And then you're going to pull it back in. Again, 3 sets of 10. And this is week 1 rehab exercises. Now, as far as pain control, I focus on using more ice than anything else. I don't want to be using all of the narcotics. because I don't want to end up having any issues with that. They also stop you up. They will constipate you. So if you're not taking a stool softener with your pain meds, you better be, and you better start soon before you have an issue. But I don't take, they gave me hydrocodone, of course, for the severe pain. I have tramadol for the regular pain, and then I have just acetaminophen for the mild normal pain. So I usually do not take any of the hydrocodones unless the pain is really bad, which I have had to use during the day once or twice already. But I mainly take it at night, because at night your body heals itself, and for whatever reason the pain increases at night. That's why you're gonna have a hard time sleeping for the first month or two. So I usually take one before I go to bed, probably 30 minutes before I go to bed, and that usually helps to at least get me 3-4 straight hours of sleep without any issues. So far, just like last time, I've been waking up 3 hours, 3-4 hours. I'll wake up, it'll bother me, I'll have to move. I get up, I walk a little bit in the living room, trying not to wake my wife up, and then I go and sit in the recliner, and I'll either ice it or I'll just sit there just to be in a different position. But I still try to keep my foot propped up underneath the ankle so that I can keep that leg straight. I don't want to lose anything I've gained so far. So, but that's it. There's not much. These same exercises are going to continue now. They're going to add some, like next week on when they come out Monday, I'll start doing a straight leg raise. So the exercises, they add to them. So I'll have 1 or 2 exercises being added like last time. You can see the video that I did on my left knee to see what those look like. But I'm not going to really spend a lot of time on the therapy exercises. Okay, once I'm able, starting tomorrow, the first 3 days, you shouldn't really bend your knee past 110 degrees. After the 3rd day, the surgeon says I can bend it as far as it'll go. So starting tomorrow, I'm going to start, working and doing different things in addition to the therapy exercises to help get that range of motion going and really starting to stretch it out, just like I did last time. So you're going to see more of those in the future videos. I really won't probably do another video on these basic therapy exercises that we're starting off with. So hopefully this helped you guys. This time around, I'm going to show you a lot more of what I've been doing and what this process has been like. I wasn't really sure what I was looking at first time, and this time around it hurts a lot more. It's way different. Just because I had it good on the first round. This second round it's harder. So, if you're having both knees done, don't expect, both knees to be the same. They won't. So hopefully this helped you guys out. If you have any questions at all, put them in the comments below. I answer every single person that asks a question usually as soon as I see it. And I'm here to help you guys out. This journey here, right now, I'm not even thinking about martial arts or getting back into karate or doing any of that yet, because this controlling of the pain and doing these exercises is all consuming right now. So down the road, we'll see what that brings. But for now, if you got any questions, any comments, put them in the comments below. I hope to hear from you guys soon. God bless. Take care. I know everybody's preparing for the holidays, and we will see you in the next video.